Hi, Sarah here again from Get Me Back. I just want to show you some of my favourite chest opening exercises after or during breast cancer treatment. So these are a progression from some of the physio exercises that you might have been given and just help open up the chest and can be complemented with some nice upper back strengthening exercises to really open up the posture whilst you've been protecting some of the affected areas on your chest. Now you just need some really simple things. I've got here a broomstick or a pole and a resistance band, which could also be the tie from your dressing gown. Just really useful materials to help do some stretching. So I'm going to show you 3 exercises that you can do at home nice and easily. So the first exercise is with the broomstick or the pole, and I'm going to expand it to a nice width. And this one is not meant to be painful, it's just meant to help with your shoulder mobility. So I'm going to hold the hands nice and wide to begin with. Take the pole up above the head as high as you can, and then drawing it down behind the neck so you feel a point of stretch with the arms. If this becomes too difficult, you can bring it just to the chest here, but I want you to start to feel the stretch as the arms open up. So I'm going to take it back behind the head. You can bend the arms as much as you need and then bring it back over the head. So nice deep breath in, take it up, over and behind the head with a bend of the arm if you need to, feeling the chest start to open. Come back up and over. Bring the bar back up. Start to drop it behind the back, so bending the elbows and keeping the pole close to the body if you need. If you have the mobility, then allow it to drop behind the back and then bring it back over the head. So we don't want these exercises to be painful, we're going to take them nice and slowly. They can just be a useful tool to really start opening up that chest. So bring it back over, feeling the point of stretch, and then drawing the pole back over the body. So that is our first exercise. The second exercise I'm going to do on the floor, so lying with my knees bent and pushing my lower back right into the ground to engage the abs. I'm going to take both hands above the chest, palms facing each other, and slowly scissor the hands, bringing one arm down towards the hip and the other one over the head, dropping that hand as far as it will go. This shouldn't be painful. You might feel a bit of a stretch under the arm here. And then we're going to draw the hands back up together and switch sides, bringing the other one down and then taking them back. So we're taking this nice and slow and controlled, drawing one arm over and one arm back down. That's it. Taking some nice deep breaths, making sure the tummy is pushed into the back and the spine is on the floor so that your abs are engaged. And we're just going to take this nice and slow and controlled. If this feels much too easy, you can progress by adding in some very light weights. So taking those weights up above the head, that's going to feel a little bit more difficult to control. And then switching to the other side. I've got 1 kilogram weights here, but you can do this with bean tins or water bottles or anything that you've got around the house that feels the right weight to do this. But don't push too soon, just progress to the weights. And you want to do about 12 repetitions of these. Do them a couple of times each day, just to start to build up that shoulder mobility as a progression from some of the physio exercises that you might have been given. The final stretch, which is my favourite stretch, is using a door frame. So if you imagine you are walking through the door frame and leaving your arms behind you. So you're finding a point of stretch. You have your elbow and your hand behind the door frame and you're leaving it behind you to feel the stretch in the chest. So just holding that position, trying to make sure that the elbow is drawn to the door frame as much as the hand. So the elbow's not out here, you're actually bringing the whole line of the arm, of the forearm, into the door frame. And you can have a play around with the position of your arm, so taking it up here, taking it a little bit lower, And as it starts to ease, bringing the body through a little bit more to open up the chest. And doing the same. So every time you're walking through a door frame during the day, holding that position for 30 seconds, maybe moving the arms up or down and holding it for another 30 seconds. Doing that 2 or 3 times, a few times a day, will really help open up the chest.